Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
What's going on, YouTube? Just making this video. Something came up like usual. Something came up. You know, Manny Pacquiao, he got a lot of fans, man. He got an entire nation behind him, and he has a lot of fans in different countries, the U.S. in particular also. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Before I get into this, basically what I'm going to say here is this is Manny Pacquiao versus Roberto Duran. People saying he the greatest of all time. Obviously, Roberto Duran is the greatest lightweight boxer of all time. But the case is being made now that Manny Pacquiao is the best boxer of all time, and which would also make him the best lightweight of all time. So, you know, man, let me just start off by saying, man, I'm a huge boxing fan. I like all the fighters, man. I can't, it's not too many fighters I can't say I really don't like. If you have heart and you have skill and you know, you keep trying, you keep sticking with this, I can't say I don't like you. You know, I like Cotto, I like Pacquiao, I like I like Margarito, you know, I like his heart, you know what I mean? I know the whole incident with him cheating, that shit wasn't cool, but I like his heart, man. He showed a lot of heart against Manny, man. I like Mayweather, but you know what? He talks a lot of shit. He can back it up so far, but you know, in a way, his shit talking, you know, people might not like that, so that's why they don't like Mayweather, or he's an African American. You know, I'm just keeping it real. Like, people pick on the fighters because they find certain attributes in the fighter they like. It might not even have to do with skill. It might just be like, yo, Manny Pacquiao's such a humble guy. Doesn't talk no trash, nothing like that. Has a strong spirituality. I'm a very religious person, you know what I mean? People find things they have in common with the fighter, so they latch on to that fighter. Shane Mosley's a cool dude. Doesn't talk trash. People friendly, really a people's champ type fighter. So they latch on to that guy. Mayweather's a trash talker. I don't like people like that. You know what I mean? Like, talks way too much trash, is disrespectful. Some people think he's racist. So people latch on to fighters, you get what I'm saying, because of how they interpret the fighter's attributes, how they can relate it to what they have in common with the fighter. That's how they become fans of that. Me, I don't make it personal. You know what I mean? I don't make it personal. I just look at skill, you know what I mean, and willpower. How much heart they have and determination, and that's what makes me like a lot of fighters. You know, I can't sit there and be like, I only like Cotto and I only like Cotto and Sergio Martinez, because what happens when they fight each other? You know what I mean? I don't. This is boxing. This is a solo sport. This ain't a team sport. I like teams. Basketball, football. I have my favorite teams in them sports. Boxing, I like all the fighters that have the potential, that what I'm looking for in a fighter. You know what I mean? But I don't latch on to them the way some people just latch on to Manny Pacquiao, and they just, that's it. You know, they not even big boxing fans. They just like Manny Pacquiao. That's it. They only watch boxing when Manny Pacquiao's fighting, or when Floyd Mayweather's fighting. They only watch it. You know, Floyd Mayweather has his share of fans too. And all in all, people are saying, getting to the subject, Manny Pacquiao's the best fighter of all time. It might be so, man. Yo, this goes back to, if people watch my videos, Slideways 100. If you watch my videos, a specific video, Kobe versus Jordan, I did. And basically it was saying, I'm just gonna go off the subject for real quick. Basically it was saying Kobe has the potential to be better than Jordan, but nobody wants to give Kobe a chance, because people who like Jordan till death do you apart. It will always be Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. No matter what the young man Kobe Bryant does, Michael Jordan will be the greatest of all time. That's not fair. That's not even giving him a chance. Regardless of how many rings you win, regardless of what stats you have from now and years to come, it's not even giving Kobe a chance. It's basically saying Michael Jordan is the greatest and you will never be greater than Michael Jordan. I think that's not fair. Just like I think it's not fair to say Roberto Duran is the best heavyweight, lightweight champion of all time. It's not fair to say that Manny Pacquiao will never be the best lightweight champion or the best fighter of all time. You know, what's my take on it? Manny Pacquiao might be the best lightweight of all time. That's my take on it, man. That's my take on it. He might be, and I'm not on Pac-Man's dick like some people are. I don't only watch boxing when Pacquiao fights. If Pacquiao decides he wouldn't fight after Margarito, like they were saying supposedly, but now they saying he gonna fight another 3 years or whatever, you know, I don't care, you know. It's not that I don't care. I want to see him fight. He's entertaining. He's exciting. You know, he's the best pound for pound fighter right now in my eyes. I don't care what the public says, but you know, in my eyes, he is the best pound for pound fighter right now. But I don't ride Pacquiao's dick like that. Don't get it twisted, man. The reason I think Pacquiao's better than Roberto Duran is because I'm about to break it down analysis-wise, man. Roberto Duran was a pressure fighter. Roberto Duran was probably the hardest hitting fighter a lightweight has ever seen. Manny Pacquiao's had his share of knockouts, but I mean, Roberto Duran started from the beginning. You know, Manny Pacquiao grew into that knockout power fighter. You know what I mean? Roberto Duran was from the beginning. The beginning. I think that, I'm not sure. I don't want to say stats that aren't true. I don't want to say stats that aren't true, but I believe his first 25 fights was knockouts, man, for Roberto Duran. Let's keep in mind, people want to talk about the era. The era, you know. Manny Pacquiao couldn't beat Tommy Hearns. Manny Pacquiao couldn't beat Sugar Ray Leonard. But you'll never hear somebody say Roberto Duran couldn't beat Margarito. Roberto Duran couldn't beat. You see, the time era back then for boxing, boxers went harder. Basically, boxers, the sport had more competition than it does now. That's what people say. But that might be true. That might be true. You know, I agree with that. Back in the day, it was, you know, boxing. There was no catch weight. There was no shit like that. Boxers went harder. 15 rounds, boy. 15 rounds, not 12. Had to have your stamina game up more. I agree with that. But that's not to take away that Manny Pacquiao couldn't beat Tommy Hearns. That's not to take away that Manny Pacquiao couldn't beat Sugar Ray Leonard. That his style wasn't better. Yo, I'll tell you one thing that boxing has never seen, man. And people can agree, disagree, whatever. Yo, we've never seen footwork like Manny Pacquiao. Boxing has never seen footwork like Manny Pacquiao, man. Never. Never. You tell me one fighter that comes close to Manny Pacquiao's footwork. Tell me one fighter. I'm not talking about this era. All time, nigga. All time. Yeah, I'm saying nigga and shit. You know, I'm fucking up. You know what I mean? Let's not bring them words into it because I know some people don't like that shit. But come on, man. Of all time, who's seen footwork like Manny Pacquiao's? When Pacquiao faced Margarito, I wanted Margarito to win. I'm not no big Pacquiao fan. I've already told y'all, if y'all watch the videos, I always want the underdog to win. I want to see the underdog prevail. I want to see that Rocky story. I pick the underdog to win. That's why I don't have no favorite boxer. Like, oh, Pacquiao's my favorite boxer. Oh, Martinez is my favorite boxer. Oh, Mayweather's my favorite boxer. No, I like all the boxers, man. I like a lot of boxers. You know what I mean? And when they face each other, I want the underdog to win. That's how it is with me. We've never seen footwork like Manny Pacquiao. And that's why I think he would beat Roberto Duran. Because of the footwork, the angles he comes in at. Roberto Duran, I think, yeah, has more power than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao has enough power. Manny Pacquiao has more speed than Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran was faster than the average fighter. Now, peep this statement. Roberto Duran was faster than the average fighter. But Manny Pacquiao is way than Roberto Duran. He is. He is. He is. Roberto Duran can't match Manny Pacquiao's speed, but the average fighter, Roberto Duran was faster than. Roberto Duran had speed until I seen Manny Pacquiao start letting his hands go. You know what I mean? And Roberto Duran was a smart, intelligent fighter. You know what I mean? He was a thinker. He was a Marquez. He was a Mayweather when it came to thinking. This guy has a high IQ in boxing. People look at the knockout ratio Roberto Duran has and they just think, oh, he's just a pressure fighter that'll knock you out. His power is unbelievable. That's how he got through far in the sport. You don't get far in the sport taking too many hits. Roberto Duran had defense. Way better defense than Pacquiao. Way better defense than Pacquiao. I don't even think Pacquiao has defense. Like I said in my previous video, his footwork is so good. The angles that dude comes in at, mixed with the speed, that it's just too much for other fighters. That's his defense. That his footwork is his defense. You got so much offense that it works as your defense. That's what Pacquiao is. Roberto Duran could bob and weave, okay? Roberto Duran had a little slick footwork. Not anything close to Manny Pacquiao's footwork. That's like a new... That footwork Manny Pacquiao shows is new to boxing. You know what I mean? That unorthodox style he has, that's like new to boxing, in my opinion. But Roberto Duran could break a man down. Smart, intelligent fighter, and he had a great jab. Crips jab. Roberto Duran had a... But Roberto Duran could break a man down. Smart, intelligent fighter, and he had a great jab. Crips jab. Roberto Duran had a crisp jab. You know what I mean? And he could break down a fighter. You know what I mean? When he was coming forward, let me tell you something, man. And anybody that's a boxer, when you first come from off the streets, like I boxed, you could have all the power in the world. When I first came, I got a lot of power in my right hand. You know what I mean? But you have to learn how to use your power. It's a difference when you tell somebody just aim for a head. It's easy. I've been aiming for heads. The average person in the street, you fighting each other, you aiming for the head. Who thinks to aim for the body? You have to learn to throw punches with power. Not from far distance, from short distance. You have to learn how to throw a short crisp punch from different angles and bring your hands back to your head. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give no boxing lesson or no shit like that. I ain't no coach or nothing like that, or anything close to being pound for pound or whatever. I'm still working my way up. But all I'm saying is, Roberto Duran, people who don't watch boxing like that, they just see it as he's a pressure fighter with knockout power. No, this guy's an accurate puncher. He might be throwing 6, 7, 8 punches at you at one time, but all them punches have a purpose. They land him with a meaning. He's going to the body, he's going back up to the head, then he's coming with the uppercut. He's throwing, this guy's a thinker. He's throwing punches that'll break your opponent down. Now, if he faced Manny Pacquiao, that'd be the biggest challenge of his Roberto Duran's life, in my opinion. That would have been his biggest challenge. If Manny Pacquiao fought him the way he's been fighting lately, it'd be the biggest challenge of Roberto Duran's career, going against Manny Pacquiao. Who would win? I don't know. I don't know who would win that fight. I don't know who would win that fight. And I'm not saying Manny Pacquiao's better than Roberto Duran. So people, before you leave comments, I'm not saying Manny Pacquiao's better than Roberto Duran. What I'm saying is, let's not be dick riders and just say Roberto Duran's better than Manny Pacquiao. No matter what Manny does, he'll never be better than Roberto Duran. No matter what Kobe Bryant does, he'll never be better than Michael Jordan. No matter what Floyd Mayweather does, he'll never be better than Muhammad Ali. We don't give people a chance. We just keep that one person of that era in our head, and we post them up way at the top and say there will nobody will ever come close to this fighter. That's what I call dick riding. Not giving a guy a chance. That's what I'm saying. You have to give the guy the chance. Manny Pacquiao might possibly be the best fighter of all time. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's 2010. Boxing's weak. The competition's died out. How can you say that Manny Pacquiao couldn't? Then we go back to Manny Pacquiao couldn't beat this person back in the day, or that person, or those persons that those guys fought. You think he can survive it? Man, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop comparing the eras. Let's compare the fighters. Stop talking about this era and that era, the competition. Even though it plays a part in it. I'm not saying it don't play a part in it. But let's compare the fighters and their styles and their skills. Let's compare them. I'm not going to compare Manny Pacquiao's era to Roberto Duran's era. I'm just comparing the two fighters. That's what I'm doing. Comparing the two fighters. And what I'm saying is Roberto Duran versus Manny Pacquiao would be a hell of a fight. They call Mayweather and Pacquiao fight of the decade. I think Pacquiao and if it could be possible, Pacquiao and Roberto Duran would be fight of the, I don't know, the boxing era. Fight of all time in boxing, man. No matter what era it is, you got a guy with a lot of speed, with a unique footwork, which is Manny Pacquiao, coming at different angles at you. He's not scared to mix it up. Roberto Duran damn sure ain't scared to mix it up. He's coming forward. He's a pressure fighter. He's got a lot of power. We ain't talking about a Margarito. We talking about a man with unbelievable power, man. Unbelievable power. He reminds me of a guy named Mike Tyson that used to fight. Roberto Duran got unbelievable power. Smart fighter, intelligent fighter. Every punch he throws has a purpose. Doesn't just throw punches. Every punch he throws. Excuse me. Turn this shit off. Fucking my video up, man. But every punch he throws has a purpose. He's not a Paul Williams just throw punches for the hell of it. Every punch he throws has a purpose, and he has defense. You don't go past 50 fights without having defense. Roberto Duran has defense. Manny Pacquiao has no defense. Manny Pacquiao has a unique footwork that's new to boxing. Can't nobody tell me Pacquiao's footwork is new to boxing. It's like a new breed of boxer right here. Yes, I'm not riding his dick, and I'm not riding Roberto Duran's dick. But all in all, my final message, just think about it. Just think about it. Let's give people a chance to become the greatest. Let's not just label one guy and be like, they're the greatest of all time. No matter what anybody else does, they won't touch this person. That's all I'm saying, man. Too many biased motherfuckers out there.